Welcome to the DIY Try or Buy podcast with Yiesha and Mihi.
We've created a space where listeners and viewers can explore beyond their comfort zone. We'll be engaging in discussions and tackling DIY projects.
We'll also try new things and buy new quality products that will enhance your way of life. So please subscribe, like, and share, and join us every Thursday for the podcast you didn't know you needed.
Welcome back to DIY Try or Buy. It's episode 8. We are crafting healthy snacks and drinks on a budget.
Yes, and so I am going to start with a drink that I think all of you might really like because it's very economical. I know a lot of us go to Starbucks and we go to different places and we spend, how much is a drink now? Like $5 or more for one drink. Mm-hmm. And if you are balling on a budget, this drink is for you. Now, I said in a previous episode that I stopped drinking coffee because I actually like I like sugar in my coffee or coffee in my sugar, and it was just high in calories. So I actually switched over to drinking chai tea, hot and cold, and I'm going to show you a really easy recipe that's just as good as any coffee shop if you have the time to make. So first, I'm going to do the ice one, which is really simple. You have your cup here. You have some ice. So there's two different chais that I like, spice or just a regular chai. I use this one from Trader Joe's. I think it's about $4. It's a spice chai. And then I also buy one at our local Kroger. You can get this at Walmart as well. It's a Tazo Classic Chai latte. You can use this, and all you're doing is you're mixing chai tea with like an almond milk. And now I'm allergic to most tree nuts, so I can't consume any cashews or different things like that, but I can eat almonds. So I use almond milk, and I also use an oat milk. So this is very easy. This is what you're paying $5 or more for at a Starbucks. Love Starbucks, but like I said, if you're balling on a budget, this is the best way. So you're just going to add a little bit of your spice chai to your flavor palette. My son loves his drink in the morning. He actually drinks a spice chai in the morning. And then the two alternatives that I use, because I don't drink milk, I use oat milk, which is not flavored, it's unsweetened, or I'll use the almond breeze. My son, he loves almond breeze, so I'm going to use that. And after I make this, I'm actually going to give this to him because he will drink it.
And I think the other brand you just showed, the Tazo, I mean, that's what Starbucks uses.
That's what they use. You're right. Absolutely.
And I've seen that. It's just, you get so much more.
You get so much more. And I think one container, now I buy this Tazo at Costco, and you get them for like I think it's 3 or 4 in a pack. So you're saving money there. Like I told you, I stay at Costco. So I've mixed my spice chai in here along with the almond milk and ice. And guess what you have?
Chai tea latte.
Chai tea.
Iced chai tea latte.
Yep, that's it. Okay. I'm just using a long beverage spoon because I have a big cup there. I'm going to try. Do you want to try this?
Yeah, I'd love to.
Okay. There we go. Cheers.
Cheers.
Mmm. Come on now. Be honest.
It's the same thing as Starbucks.
Okay, so now you have your iced chai latte there. Now I'm going to show you really quickly, because we're balling on a budget, how to make a hot one. So if you can think of a fall crisp day or just a cold day, because it's still cold here in Indiana. And what month are we in? We're in May. Mm-hmm. I'm going to show you how to make a hot chai latte. So this is Old Faithful. This is an espresso frother. It actually goes from hot to cold. You can do hot drinks. You can also do cold drinks. But I just like to use this for my hot drinks. So you can use like a handheld frother. You don't have to buy anything like this, but I just like to use it because it's on my beverage bar. But again, so instead of this time doing the spiced, I'm going to actually use the Tazo. I'm going to fill that up. And it's actually a marking in here too.
Okay. How much do one of these cost, do you think?
What do you mean, like this drink?
This frother.
Okay, so at the time, it was brand spanking new, And this machine actually comes with an espresso machines like the coffee
Okay.
maker. But I think you could still buy them singly. I bought this years ago, which is probably cheaper now for like $100, but it's worth it. And I actually travel with this too. So if I'm doing road trips, I take this with me because I can, warm up anything that I want, and it's just really quickly. So I just added the Tazo chai latte here, and then I'm going to add the almond breeze up to the line. Okay. I'm gonna put my top on here. Now I'm gonna turn this around so you guys can see. Once you press that button, that red light, that means it's hot. So it's spinning, it's frothing right now. Now I can turn it off at any point because I don't want a whole lot of foam in my tea. But you do that. And this is one of my other favorites, my double-walled glasses, because when you pick these up to the touch, you don't feel any temperature on it. So I love double-walled. Like all my glasses in my cabinet are pretty much double-walled. So I will put this in double-walled. So it's still spinning. And for the sake of time, it actually stops on its own, but I just wanted to show you how easy this is and how delicious it is.
I can see it. It is definitely spinning, so it's getting warm, and it's also going to froth.
Right. Mm-hmm. And it's like I said, I don't like a big froth because I know a lot of times when you go to Starbucks or somewhere like that, it's a lot of froth that you have to work through before you can actually get to the liquid, which, So I'm going to stop it. Let's see. Should I stop it now? Yeah, I'll stop it now. All right.
Oh, yeah.
See that froth? Y'all can't see it, but y'all about to see it in a minute. To pour it here. Yeah, look at that. Y'all can't tell me I don't look good. Can y'all see that? Can they see that, Felix? Okay. And because I'm extra, I'm gonna put a little
Was that cinnamon?
little cinnamon.
Okay.
All right, and I'm gonna have you taste it because now this looks gorgeous. I wish I could get can I get a wide shot of can you see the top of that? I don't know if they could see it, but
it looks fancy.
I told you I'm all about presentation, but I need y'all to see how fancy this looks. And can you? Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Oh yeah, I see it kind of. Okay, so I'm gonna have Mihi taste this. There you go. I could have let it go longer to be hotter, but
Ooh.
you like it?
Yeah.
For real?
Yes.
So that's what we drink in the morning. Again, I'm saving money. I'm not paying $5, $6, $7. Don't get me wrong. I do go to Target. I go to, all the different places. I love to support local businesses and coffee shops. But at the end of the day, if I'm really trying to save money and know what's in my cup, I'm literally going to my kitchen and I'm making my own chai latte. So easy peasy.
I love this because it's actually a lot simpler. Like sometimes I feel like I'm intimidated to make something, because it's like Starbucks. Can you replicate it? You can. I'm telling you right now, this tastes delicious. And yeah, I love that. Maybe we'll link a couple of just different froth, like the handheld one and this version, because I feel fancy.
And my son,
home.
he loves those frappuccinos. I was like, oh, bro, we about to go and replicate this because I'm not spending $7 every time you want a frappuccino. They're not exactly Starbucks quality, but it's close. It's very close. So what do you have? I want to see what you got.
Well, I have a healthy snack. It also happens to be vegan and very simple. So I am going to show you how to make a very easy cucumber kimchi. In Korea, we call it oi muchim. So
can you educate me?
Oi,
Oi,
which is the cucumber, muchim.
Muchim.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's kind of like we're mixing. So what I've already done is I've cut up a cucumber. You can cut it up however you want. I put some salt in here, and it's rested. I've poured the water out for a little bit. So about 10 minutes with the salt. And then what you're going to do is add a teaspoon of white sugar, which I already did, just to try to help pace it.
Okay.
And then I'll stick with some of the drier ingredients first. It's to your liking. What I have in here, since I don't have, my bag is really big, but so I just poured some out. It is Korean red pepper flakes. So it's to your liking. You can do a teaspoon and a half, or 2 teaspoons. So it's up to kind of you. So I'm gonna pour, this is just a teaspoon. You're gonna taste this, so you want more.
No, that's fine. Let's try just the, okay.
So it's about a teaspoon and a half. It's not bad.
Okay.
It's gonna get mixed. Okay. So that's your red pepper flakes. And then we are going to do, let's see, what's the other one? Soy sauce.
So right now you have sugar, salt, red pepper flakes, cucumber, and you let that.
Yeah. And
Okay.
the salt was really to get the water, a little bit more of the water out of the cucumber. So it's kind of there residually. And to give it some flavor and seasoning.
Okay.
And then, so right now, sugar and the red pepper flakes. So then we're going to add a tablespoon of soy sauce.
Okay.
I use the kikkoman. But if you saw on a previous episode, Yiesha used liquid aminos. And I would love, I think on a next time or, later on, I think I'm going to try it with that just to see from a flavor and also a little bit healthy standpoint. So we're going to pour 1 tablespoon soy sauce. Yes, this is the kind of full version. So
Institutionalized version.
yeah, so 1 tablespoon there.
Okay.
And then another staple of a lot of Asian dishes and side dishes is sesame oil. This is the brand I use, pure sesame oil. It's a product of Japan. You can find it at most of you. I've seen this brand in most grocery stores. You can also obviously find it at a Asian market. So a 1 tablespoon of sesame oil.
This looks really good so far.
Yeah.
I just want to
Oh, I
shake it.
can smell that sesame oil. There's some of those, things that just kind of hit the smell, and I just love it. And then the next is a rice vinegar. We're going to do 2 teaspoons of that. Right in.
I love how all these ingredients that you use are just so versatile, because all these ingredients that you're using, I would use them in a stir fry.
Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
the same, yeah.
And then what we're going to do is actually shake. So I'm just using Tupperware. You can obviously use glass. So make sure that is locked in tight.
Yes, please make sure that is locked.
And then you give it a good shake. Mix that all in. Now, typically you're going to want this to set at least 12 hours or overnight in the fridge. But I mean, that's it, right? Like, here it is. The last thing, some people will want to garnish. Now, I will be honest. Typically, you can also do garlic traditionally, but for our case, I just
Smells
skipped
good.
it. And then the last garnish is sesame, crushed roasted sesame seeds. Can you have this?
Yeah, absolutely. I can use
I have
sesame.
to ask. So this is the brand Asi, a big Korean brand. So I'm gonna pour a little in here. Intensifies that sesame taste. I'll give it a quick shake. And what you'll want to do is probably put this in your fridge 12 to 24 hours so all those flavors really soak into those cucumbers. And then it's a healthy snack. I'm going to be honest, this doesn't last long.
Right.
I mean, right, and make it in the house, and it's like, my husband's like, oh, I already finished it. I'm like, well, we didn't, nobody else had any. Like, it was for, me too. So this is 1 cucumber, by the way, so I'm using just a Ziploc Tupperware container. You can use a glass jar, but yeah, that's it.
Okay.
And it's delicious. I don't think I brought a fork over.
Well, let's just improvise here.
Yeah.
And I'll just use a spoon. Okay, just grab the one on
Just
the
grab
top.
it?
I'm grabbing the one on the top. Oh, good. That's good. You're right. I can see why it wouldn't last long. That's very good.
Yeah. So that's it. It's easy, right? To really, from a time standpoint, right, you just put the salt in there, take the excess water out, dump it out. And that's like about 10 minutes, but you can see everything else kind of came together. The more you put it in your fridge overnight, 12 to 24 hours, it's, again. But even now, right?
You want to try this?
Even now, Like it's great now because this would just be fresh. So yeah, this is easy cucumber kimchi, oi muchim we call it.
So you're definitely going to add the recipe for people that want to try this?
Yes, absolutely. And make it simple, right? Like traditionally,
You're leaving this here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Traditionally, there'd be some garlic, right? I just skipped that. So again, like, make it to your flavor profile. Obviously, yes, garlic. I love garlic and everything. But again, just for today, I skipped it. But add some garlic in there, like 1 clove, however you liked the taste. But yeah.
And I'm already thinking unhealthy. Pray for me, because I felt like when you were making this, I'm like, ooh, this is a good base for a pasta salad. This is a really good base for like things I want to put in there, like maybe tomatoes or
other vegetables,
cheese, which is not good. But this alone is so good. I just love a good base. So
yeah, I mean, just the ingredients that I use without the cucumbers, that could be a dressing, right? And like you just said, add things that you want and put a different flavor on it.
Yeah, this is really good.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. So those are our 2 things that we wanted to share with you as far as crafting some budget-friendly snacks, healthy snacks, and hopefully you try them. Please let us know if you try them, and put it in your comment section if you like them or you didn't. And we thank you for watching, and please subscribe, like, and share DIY, Try, or Buy Podcast, the podcast you didn't know you needed. Thanks.